episode of Canary Wharf.
You really are a very attractive girl. And a lovely person, too. I've never believed in mixing work and pleasure. It leads to so many problems, and in my experience, more often than not, it just ends up in disaster.
But Jason and Claudia get on well, and so do Jake and Millie.
Exactly. And every time they fall out at home, they bring all of that domestic baggage into work.
Okay, we won't fall out then.
Annie, you're beautiful. You're naive, but you're beautiful. I just think we have to be realistic, that's all.
But I don't see the problem. If you like me and I like you, why do we have to play games?
I'm saying that I think we should think about the consequences.
So we should just be friends. And you don't want to kiss me?
Oh, now, I don't remember saying that.
So, for the rest of her life, Andrea will have this time bomb ticking away inside her. A bullet so close to her heart, it's too dangerous to remove, and deadly if it's left in place.
And any sudden movement could shift it?
Yeah, that's what the doctors say.
God. Well, surely she'll have to give up work.
Not so sure about that. She's a tough old boot, isn't she? I'm sure she'd prefer to die working than survive through retirement.
Surely there must be something the doctors can do.
Well, Belgrave says they can't risk operating.
Andrea will be shattered. We should go and see her.
I'll go and see her in the morning. We're in dire straits, Sarah. We've lost some of our best people. Everyone's going to have to go the extra mile if we're going to keep getting the show out. There's no room for selfishness.
Don't try and lay a guilt trip on me, Max. I'm already doing more than my fair share. Don't accuse me of selfishness.
I'm just saying, teamwork is more important now than ever. You can pass that on to the troops, if you like. After all, you are the second in command round here.
So I said, well, that means she's probably going to have to give up work. And he said she'd rather die working than spend the rest of her life in retirement.
Well, he's probably right.
Tragic news, though. Hard to tell someone like Andrew to take something easy. She'll probably want to work till she drops.
Yeah, well, anyway, I think Maxie's going to be in charge around here for a long time.
Yeah, he took the opportunity to give me a pep talk about my obligations to the show. No room for selfishness, that kind of thing.
Cheek! What did you say?
I told him to cut the flannel.
Yeah, well, I should think so, too. He's got a bloody nerve. I mean, there's fewer and fewer people here doing more and more work, and he's getting all self-righteous about it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any difference. I'm still going to leave as soon as the opportunity presents itself. I've got problems with my flat as well now.
Oh, what problems?
Oh, it's too boring to go into. By the way, Jake, that was really nice to do that about America. But I'm going to go to Australia now.
You are?
Yeah, I've applied for the job that Helen was going to get.
Oh, that's nice. Hope you get it.
Yeah, well, they need a good presenter, and Helen's not going to mind, is she? which is disgusting. I've got to go to the bank. I'll see you later.
Bye. Do you think she'll get it?
No way.
Do you think she's got what it takes?
Whatever that is. No, she's good at producing. She should stick to her job. The moment she steps out in front of the camera, it's a disaster.
Maybe. I mean, Sarah's a really good friend. I'm just not sure whether she's going to come across right on screen.
How do you tell her?
You don't.
Well, you just gonna let her fall flat on her face?
Yep. Just let her take the fall and make sure that you're there to pick her up.
Well, Millie, I hardly recognize you. The Millie of old would have gone in there feet first flying and bang.
Yes, well, maybe I've learned a few things in my old age.
No, don't mention old age in my presence, please. I'm very sensitive. It's like mentioning star quality in front of Sarah.
Now, that's unkind.
I'm sorry. Hey, you got star quality, you know that?
Don't try and flatter me. I've got no delusions. Hiya.
Hey. Hey, you're very glam. What have you done to the old Annie?
Oh, very funny. Anyway, what's wrong with trying to look nice?
Nothing. It's a bit of a transformation, don't you think?
Listen, have you seen Michael?
No.
I've been to his desk twice today and it doesn't look like he's been in.
Sorry.
Oh, you're a great help.
Hello.
Hi.
You look nice.
Thanks. Listen, have you seen Michael?
No, why?
Well, he hasn't phoned in sick or anything.
No, I don't. Why? You'll have to ask Max.
I can't. He's at the hospital.
Oh, sorry. I can't help you then.
Great. Have you seen Michael?
Hello, Jake. How are you today?
I'm just forgetting.
Women.
I want one of these.
I think that's a good idea.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
Come on, Sarah.
Oh, Max. How's Andrea? Have you seen her?
She's fine. As fine as you can be with a bullet nudging your heart.
When is she coming back to work?
Let's talk about this in the office, shall we? We've got a show to get out. Is that the running order there?
Yeah.
Yes, looks fine. Let Claudia lead a bit more, will you? Jason can follow. And don't let them go all gooey. They're meant to be brother and sister.
Not easy doing two jobs, you know.
You're telling me. Seeing Andrea at death's door and going to the coroner's court for the inquest. And out of there into a pile of mics and a scrum of journos all asking, will we miss them? What do you say?
Yeah, I saw it on the news. Actually, I couldn't help noticing that you looked rather awkward when Andrea was mentioned.
Did I? Yeah, well, it is awkward, isn't it? Even if she's well enough to come back to work, she could conk out any moment. Imagine it. We could be reasoning with her about something and the bullet could move, she could die. We wouldn't know whether it was us who killed her. It'd be hell.
No worse than normal. Anyway, she's a tough old boot. It'll take more than an argument to kill her. Now, what did you want to see me about?
The funeral. I'm going to leave a skeleton staff to man the phones, and we'll get back in time for the evening show.
Do you want me to put the word about?
Yeah, and make sure people like Claudia know it's a somber occasion. Nothing too provocative. We do have a reputation to think of.
Okay.
Don't remember to smile.
And now for something really special. It's a quick trip down under with Aussie stars Mel Gibson, Elle Macpherson and Nicole Kidman as we join them at home and in Hollywood.
Smile. Not like that, like this.
I can't.
Well, I appreciate the enormity of what I'm asking, but you're going to have to manage it.
I can't make my face the way you do.
I used to practice in the mirror for hours. Now it just comes naturally.
Well, I tried practicing this morning and nearly cut my throat shaving.
Try again.
How can I smile when I'm facing a prison sentence? This is ridiculous.
You are not going to prison. No one's going to blame you for Robert's death.
The police seem to be able to. I've got to see their lawyer tomorrow.
I'm sure everything's going to be all right.
What I don't understand is how a guy can shoot two people, jump into the dock and drown, and it's the bloke who ran after you and gets nabbed.
It's not going to come to that. Everybody knows it's not fair. Now, we've got a show to get out. Come what may.
Show must go on, eh?
Well, go take your mind a bit. Come on, try again.
And now it's something really special from down under. We meet Aussie stars Mel Gibson, Elle Macpherson and Nicole Kidman as we join them at home and in Hollywood. I can't smile when I don't mean it.
Well, that is the trick. You've got to look like you mean it. Think of something nice, then the smile will come naturally.
What have I got to smile about?
Oh, I can think of a few things.
Like what? All right, okay.
Michael, we get that, please. Michael? Hello. Charles. Yeah, sorry about the delay. My assistant's gone missing, and, well, it's a bit... He's what? South Africa? You sent him? Who was? Pierce Slater? Well, does that mean... That's fascinating. No, it's no problem. It's just come at an awkward time, you know. Helen and Piers gone, and Valentine in Los Angeles, Andrea in hospital. Michael was doing quite a lot of their work. Just a couple of days. Oh, fine. Look, I'll be up a little later. You can give me all the details then. Okay. Bye. Where's Sarah? Jason, can you do me a favour? Get on to personnel, ask them to send me a temporary secretary.
Oh, hang on, Max. That's no job for a future superstar.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. Where's Michael?
Belgrave sent him to South Africa.
South Africa? Why?
Oh, he's on one of Charles's drop-of-a-hat errands, something to do with secret relatives of staff members.
Secret relatives? Whose?
Never you mind.
Oh, go on, Max. He's starting to get interesting.
No, I haven't got time to stop and chat. Not when my only executive assistant's been hauled off on some damn foolishness without calling me. Of course, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
What do you mean?
Well, rushing halfway across the world on some errand for Belgrave without letting us know. We thought you'd been kidnapped.
Yeah, I remember.
Just get me that secretary.
I bet I know why he's gone.
Andrea?
Secret children. Doesn't bode well for her, does it?
Oh, don't say that. She's getting better.
Don't be naive. Why else would Michael be sent halfway around the world in such a hurry?
Well, if I know Charles Belgrave, it's probably just another one of his whims, you know. Something he'll forget as soon as he thought it up.
Oh, you poor thing. You're still churned up about that sports program, aren't you?
Yeah.
Never mind. Got your big break now. You'll forget about that silly football. Concentrate on the dazzling career that's ahead of you.
Oh, yeah. In the meantime, I'll get that secretary, shall I?
We need to talk.
Ah, Sarah, good. I'm going to have to leave you to get on with the show today. Anything I should know about?
No, all under control. What's happened?
What hasn't happened? Inquest, funeral arrangements, Andrea in hospital. And now Charles has sent Michael to South Africa.
What on earth for?
Oh, I've no idea. Something to do with Pierce Slater's relatives. All I do know is it couldn't be more inconvenient, so if you think you can manage the show, I'll let you get on with it.
Oh, I can cope. I can cope very well. We'll talk later.
Oh, hi, Sarah. How's it going?
Couldn't be better.
Yeah, that's great.
Actually, things seem to be very well placed at the moment. I think it's all meant to be.
What are you talking about, meant to be?
Well, Max is up to his eyes, Andrew's in hospital, Michael's gone walkabout, I'm running the show.
Yeah, well, that just sounds like a lot of hard work with very little thanks. What's so great about that?
It's a golden opportunity. And the ability to spot that is what makes me an executive and you an ironing lady.
Well, thanks a lot.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I just mean that I can ask Max for anything I want and he'll have to agree. He needs me so badly. I'll be presenting the show by the end of the week. You wait.
You were great. Just great.
It was terrible. I'll never work on a live show again. I was awful.
No, that was a very, very good performance. You put everything into it, it showed.
Did you see how I stuffed up the intro twice?
Oh, it was fine. Nobody noticed. It's what happens on a live programme.
So you reckon it wasn't that bad?
I thought you were terrific. You even smiled.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of something.
Told you. Mwah.
Maybe it wasn't that bad. I don't know.
You were wonderful. It's as simple as that.
Jason, I've been looking for you.
Here we go. He hated it.
Well done, the pair of you. Excellent show. And Jason, you're a natural. Yeah, you were terrific. Credit to all of us.
Told you.
Yeah, I know.
How could you ever doubt me?
God knows.
Max.
Hello, Sarah. Wonderful day, isn't it?
Yeah. I wanted to catch you when you've got time for a meaningful conversation.
Always got time for a meaningful conversation with you, Sarah, you know that.
I wanted to talk to you about the job I'm doing.
Brilliant job, too. I couldn't do the show without you.
I know you couldn't.
This isn't one of those, pay rise conversations, is it?
No.
Good. Because the budget's a bit tight at the moment.
Max, you're under a lot of pressure. Helen and Piers are gone, Andrew's in hospital, Michael's gone walkabout. I've been looking at some of the work I did and I realised something very important.
What's that?
Nobody else could do it. You're the only one with the technical expertise and you don't have time. Without me, there wouldn't have been a show tonight.
Absolutely true. We can't do the show without you.
What I'm trying to say, Max, is that I am fed up with being taken for granted and I won't put up with it anymore.
Sarah, I'm not taking you for granted.
Last week was the last straw. You offered me an on-screen job and then you went back on your word.
I didn't go back on my word.
I want an on-screen job and that's all there is to it.
Sarah, I've got reporters, I've got presenters. What I need is a good producer, and that's you.
I've heard it all before, Max. I want a new job.
This is all I need. You think you've got me over a barrel? You're trying to blackmail me?
It's not blackmail. All I'm saying is that if I don't get what I want, I'm going to walk out of that door and never come back.
Of course it's blackmail, pure and simple. You get what you want, or you stop the show.
Correction. I get what I want, or I leave. Nobody can stop me doing that. It's a fundamental human right, Max.
Sarah, you know that if you leave, I can't do the show.
Well then, perhaps I've just picked a good time to try and give my career a boost.
Sarah, listen to me. You are vital to this show. But your career path lies on the executive side. You do your job, then you get my job, then you get Andrea's job. That's the way to do it. Claudia's not going to get Andrea's job, is she? You are, if you stick to it.
I don't want Andrea's job. I don't want your job. I don't even want my own job anymore. I want a reporting job, and that's all there is to it.
There's one thing you haven't thought of, isn't there? If I give you a reporter's job, I'm losing a producer anyway. So there's absolutely no point in doing what you ask.
Well, I could do the producing and the reporting at the same time.
You can't do two jobs, or at least you could, but you do them both badly.
I won't be dissuaded, Max. I want a reporter's job, and that's that. I'll do the producing as well, if you want.
All right. All right. It's all going to come to grief. You were invaluable to me. And now it's all going to be different. You'll find if you blackmail people, it has a tendency to come back and haunt you.
the next episode of Canary Wharf.
Has he declared undying love for you yet?
Hardly. He's in South Africa.
And what's he doing there?
Belgrave sent him over this weekend.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. Apparently Piers Slater's got relatives there.
Really? Well, I thought he was Canadian.
So, according to his papers, Slater was paying off a woman and child in Durban, is that right? Regular monthly payments, am I? Cripes! Don't tell Chloe that, will you? She'll get even bigger ideas. So, it looks like he was paying child support. Hmm? Yeah, and if nobody else comes forward, then the child will inherit the estate? Well, who's jumping to conclusions? I'm not a lawyer, Eddie, but if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, then to my mind it is a duck. Yeah, well, we'll know when Michael comes back. Have we heard from him yet? Yeah, okay.
Max, can I have a word with you?
Sure.
Sarah says that you know something about Michael.
All I know is what Charles Belgrave tells me. You've probably heard that anyway.
Yeah, that he's in South Africa looking for Piers' relatives.
That's about it. Yeah, he'll be back in a few days.
Why didn't he tell me he was going?
Well, he didn't even tell me, and I'm his boss. Why should he tell you?
No reason. It's just odd that he didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, well, that's how Charles Belgrave works. He gets an idea into his head and wants it acted on immediately. You remember how he sent Jason to Australia without anyone knowing?
Are you sure he's just gone for a job, you know, for Belgrave?
Well, that's what Charles Belgrave tells me, and I'm usually prepared to accept his word on these things.
There's no time for your bad jokes, Max. I'm just asking you a straightforward question.
What I don't understand is why you're so interested in what Michael Smale's doing.